believe we're on air. How's that? Yeah. Haha. Start game. Okay, so this is me really trying the setup for video recording. I'm trying to record video as camera as well as the game capture. It's not working at the moment, but I'll keep plugging at it. Okay, we're going to go to Act 1. I like Tristram because it is a nice tight town, everything's very close. Gadala's in good range of the blacksmith, you've got the stash over there, you've got Shen. The Enchantress is a little bit out of the way, but it's okay. The good thing is Kadala is in the way of Oryx, so you can't accidentally hand in when you're trying to spend your blood shards. And that's a very good point. I do need to do that because I'm maxed. So let's start there. Just need to spend some of these off. You could never have a better quiver. Quivers are quite cheap, so they're worth doing. And they all look as if they're standard. They're not. None of them are ancient. They would have had curly braces around them if they did. So let's just go through and sell some of these. 199% plus 11 max discipline. That's good for the unhallowed essence set. You could roll off that bolas damage and put multi-shot damage on instead. However, in here, 199. Do you know what? I'm going to throw that in there. It's got a socket on it, which is wasting an attribute. Because we do need to roll that bolas damage off. So I don't think overall it's very good, but I might just run that through my spreadsheet and see whether or not it's it can be of any use. Let's get a shot of that. Good job, this is a test video. My alarm's just gone off there. Saying go to bed. Okay, let's do this. We're going to run a GR80. I'm leveling gems basically. I'm just testing the video capture. I've got a whole load of legendary gems that I'm using for augments, and I need to get those up to about rank 90 if I can. So with none of these I'm going to trash. I need these for builds, but all the rest of these can be pushed up to rank 90. These three, Boon the Hoarder, rank 50, is max rank, and I've got two characters on season 16, so I need to keep both of those. Ice Blink is max rank 50, so I'll just keep that there. And this one's just about ready to go above those three, so we'll move that over there. And the way that this is ordered is that when it comes up for the gem upgrades, that the gems will come up in that order. So let's go and do a GR. I'm going to run a greater rift, level 80, empowered. That's going to cost 45 million, and I've got plenty of cash, so it's really not a problem. This is a pretty good rift. I like this one. This is nice and open. If you get a circle there, I've got a follower on Templar, which is quite a good one. And if you've got a Oculus ring on, then you get a circle and it's increased damage, so stand in it if you can. There's a shrine over there, I'm going to have a look at that in a second. And it's a power pylon. That'll do. Greatly increased damage. Nice. The way this build works, I need to throw out a generator occasionally. That gives me a damage reduction. And the helm I've got on gives me a damage reduction too. I think I just saw some arcane come up there. Don't like poison. Certainly don't stand it. Speed pylon, that'll give a nice attack speed boost and movement speed boost as well. Don't stand in those ice patches, they explode and they will take you with it. And this looks like the way down. Another open rift, same one. Well, similar, it's part of the battlefields in Pandemonium Fortress. Pandemonium. Channeling pylon. So this helps with your resource regeneration down here. Oops, bit close. One of the gems in my build is Iceland Vengeance, and the way that works is that you actually need to be further away from the enemies. It gives you increased damage the further are you away from enemies. So we want to keep some distance between us and the mobs. This should be a nice straight run. Oh, and we got the Rift Guardian already. Ah, what? Now, that's very interesting. Okay, so the rift is actually complete, and I died. Now you get 3 upgrades for completing the rift. You get 1 for empowering, and you get 1 for not dying. However, because I died after the Rift Guardian died, I will still get the upgrades. I'm going to revive there. I did lose any XP bonus that I had, but hey, that's what it is. So if I revive now, when I go and speak to Urshi, I expect to get 5. Let's find out. Let's just pick this gear up first. It happens. Should have moved. Should have thrown a generator. So let's have a look. Did I get 5 or did I get 4? I got 5. There you go. So just leveling up these gems for augments. Fantastic. Okay, that's good. That looks like a monk item. It is. If you notice this, if you actually just pick them up, you can actually see the graphic. So you don't need to ID it. So I know that that's Wraps of Clarity. That's a Wind Force. What is that? That's a Holy Point Shot. There we go. That's Blackthorns. Reshel's Ring of Larceny. Dovu Energy Trap, I think. Natalia's Ring. Not sure. Anyway, let's go back and ID them. So, yeah, blood shards are good. I'm going to need to get an XP well for the handing because I didn't, because I died. Funny. Okay. So, I'm going to start Act 3, Battlefields. You just hook your way up the stairs here. And there is sometimes a well. Die. Sometimes a well just sitting here. I do sometimes run back to the waypoint, but I find it's not generally not. It's fast just to do M and then port to the next location, which is Bridge of Corsic. We can see here. You can see there's a shrine. It's either a well or a shrine. It's a shrine. It's of no use for this particular run, but there we go. Next one, Act 2. Chaldeum, Howling Plateau. Sometimes you get a well right by the waypoint. And then we're back into Act 1 again. And this is why I start at Tristram, because I end up here. So, Wortham Chapel Cellar is somewhere we've been looking at. It was given to me by one of my clan mates. There is always a well there. My feeling is it's always a healing well. So let's go and have a look. Yeah, and it's a healing well. Southern Highlands, just down the bottom here, and it's a shrine in this case. There's generally 2 of these moths here. Oh, we got 3. And there we go. I looted a corpse and got a legendary item. Cool. Always worth looting those corpses. I just heard something drop. That is materials for the next enchant. In the Oryx Manor Courtyard there are always 2 wells here, or a 1 well and 1 shrine. So you get a pretty good chance it's a healing well. Let's see what number 2 is. Got another legendary drop, thank you. It's a shrine. Always checking these corners as well. There's always something in that corner. And last but not least, Cemetery of the Forsaken. There are 3 areas here where there can be a well or a shrine. There's one here, there's one over this side of the map, and one down in the southeast. So that one's done. Then there are 3 dungeons out of the 4 which will be open, and in here that will usually be where there's a well. Okay, so I always break these jars as well, just in case. And you can sometimes get a goblin in here, and sometimes it may even be a rainbow goblin. Yeah, so there's a well there, but it's not an XP well. Oh look, there we go, so we did get 2 in that area. But it's a healing well. The last one will be down here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, instead of porting back to town, I use waypoints. And the reason for doing that is that if you port and you've forgotten to do your hand-ins with Urshi, then you've overwritten your portal. So use the waypoints to go back and forth to town, and then if you've not done your hand-ins, you can go straight back through your portal and go and get those gem upgrades. Okay, that's hand in.
You have proven yourself worthy of your blood.
429, not a shabby time. That'll do. Do I have some items to ID? Yes, I do. So, let's throw the gems in, and then go and sell the trash. We're looking for ancients and for primals, obviously, and any good. That's ancient. That's cool. That can go. There's a vigilante belt. Sin Seekers it was, not a holy point shot. 50%. That's not bad. We're looking there. That is that's max on that particular item. Crit damage 5%. Fire skills is actually not bad for a demon hunter arsenal build, but only when you're really starting. So as you can see, mine are better. I wouldn't say they're a great deal better, but they are better. So we're going to get a shot at those. You might want to keep a second pair if you're going to do reforges, but in this case I don't need to. Windforce is pretty good on a scoundrel. I would say it's second best in slot, so that's worth keeping if you've got a scoundrel that doesn't have a bow, or if you've got somebody in your party for whom bows don't drop. So if somebody else is playing a barbarian, for example, bows aren't going to drop for them, so you can give that bow to one of your clan or team members. Sledgefish. I'm going to stick that in the cube. We've got another pair of the Raps of Clarity, and they're not as good as the first lot. Shot those, and I've got a bit of pair of those. I'm going to try and stick those in the cube. Do they have a power? No, they don't. Okay, so you can only cube items that have a gold power, and Sledgefish does not. There's no other monk in my party. They're bound to my account. I don't have a monk on season, so, and I don't have a lot of space in my stash, so I'm going to get a shot of those. Get rid of those. Let's just have a quick look at these two items that I've kept. So we kept Sin Seekers, and we kept the Blackthorns. Where is it? Number 2. That's what I have already. That's what that one is. That's 7,900. It's got an increase on its sale value is a good indicator. Okay, so 7,900 as opposed to 7,700. Its damage is less of a drop. But if we look at the other one, it's got 945 dexterity and 903 dexterity, and it's got 10% crit chance. Whereas this one's got a 80 dexterity, no vitality, and the crit chance is a lot lower. So actually I'm going to keep the existing. I'm going to sell that one. Sin Seekers, let's have a look at those. Must have one of these. That's got a socket on it. Immediately that's a problem, because really we're going to have to roll the socket off to get a better statistic on there. And we can see straight away the dexterity is much lower than the one I have. It's got 20% attack speed. I'm sorry, that was compared to what I'm wearing. Okay, so we're just flipping between the two. So the existing one is, we can see 6,909 compared to 5,600, and then we start to look at the stats, and we can see actually that this has got better toughness, better recovery, and less of reduction in damage. So just by flipping between the two, we can see these are in the 800s, these are in the 900s. This one we're going to keep. So let's get rid of that. So 3, let's just cancel that. 3 Forgotten Souls, so we've got 1986, 3 Forgotten Souls for salvaging and ancients, that'll go up to 3989, 3992. There we go, and we need those for reforges. I think that about wraps up this video. Thank you for watching, and when I get the hang of it, there'll be more. Take care, bye bye.